Today we've got another controller from EasySMX, the S15 wireless Joy-Con. This one is for the Switch only, but we have a lot of features with this controller as well as RGB. So first up, let's do a quick unboxing and show you what it comes with. So in the box, we've got the little manual there that tells you how it connects, which is actually pretty easy. You just slide them onto the Switch itself and they automatically detect. And we've got some replacement clip-in thumbsticks. I think they're pretty much the same as what's on the controller. So you just pop those out and pop the new ones in if they do wear out. But these are all effect sticks as well, so that should avoid any stick drift that you might get with a normal controller with this Hall effect, which I've covered many times in my previous EasySMX controllers, and I use them quite regularly. I think it's the X15 is my daily go-to, and I play a lot of Souls-likes, and it's not worn out yet and shown any signs of stick drift. I've put probably close to 100 to 200 hours in on those controllers. And then we have the Joy-Cons themselves, and what interested me the most was their full ergonomic design. And the original Switch controllers, the Joy-Cons, really gave my hands cramp, especially in my thumbs, because they're so tiny in my hands. I'll show you when I pull those off, that I'm just struggling with the thumbsticks and pressing the buttons, and I end up getting real bad thumb cramp. But these larger size, I'll do a comparison as well with the size between the two. It's much more of a normal controller size in my hands. So anyway, the only other thing we get in the box is a USB-A to USB-C charge. And these are 650 milliamp hour batteries, one in each controller, so you should get a good amount of life out of a charge of these. Where's the charge? There they are, on the bottom. There's the USB-C. So yeah, 650 milliamp, that should get you a good few hours of playtime. So what do these controllers offer over the normal Joy-Cons, and why would you want to pick these up? So these are currently priced at £45 on the EasySMX website, down from $49.99, which I think is pretty competitive to the normal Joy-Con controllers. And this is the list of the features that these contain. We have RGB lighting, built-in NFC, mechanical buttons. We also have mechanical triggers and shoulder button. And you can see this D-pad is actually raised. It's really nice. As soon as I took this out, I thought that is a nice D-pad. It's got a nice rock to it, very sturdy, premium mechanical feel. So you can see how it's raised off the face of the controller there. It's very comfortable. That's one of the nicest D-pads I've felt. And then we have the connectivity, which is Bluetooth. And I think this is only listed as a Switch controller, so that's all we're gonna use it for today. But we also have back paddle buttons there, so you can customize certain inputs to the back paddles to make it easier for you. That's on both sides, two back paddle buttons. We also have a turbo function, which is marked by this T on the bottom of the controller here, where you can see my thumbs are. And these do have motion controls and vibration. So we'll give the motion controls a test in a game that has that. The vibration is a 4-level adjust. And like I said earlier, the joysticks are all effect. So that should avoid any stick drift over time, and they should last you a lot longer. But you do get replacement pads, like I showed you, to replace those if you do wear out this rubber. So let's pull off a Joy-Con, and then we can see the size comparison between the left Joy-Con and the right new Joy-Con from EasySMX. And when this Joy-Con is connected to the Switch, I can cramp up really bad. So you can see it's kind of connected. I've got my hands on the bottom and I'm pressing these buttons and my thumb's curling up in half. It's horrible when I'd readjust my hand all the time, but this, I could just keep it there and press all the buttons. It's so much nicer. Another thing I did notice as well is when I did slide these on to do my testing and play some games, these fit much tighter to the actual Switch than these. And this is the official Nintendo product. And these have always had a little minor wobble. You slide this on, they go on exactly the same. It's straight away a tighter fit to slide this on. And then it snaps in. Straight out of the box, this was a much tighter and more robust feeling fit as I slid this down into the Switch itself. And yeah, a lot less wobble and much more of a comfortable feel. It makes it feel like a better product just by having this bigger controller on there. So I was very impressed, just first impressions of feel and look. Let's slide this other S15 on the other side and it automatically turns on. It will do that when you put these onto your Switch. There's no need to set up, it'll automatically detect. And here we go. And it actually kind of looks a little bit like those new PC mobile devices that's kind of Steam Deck compares with this shape. It does look quite nice. Before I carry on, these will work on the Switch OLED model as well. So on the bottom of the controller, we've got a little bit of a kick out here where the controllers are quite chunky, but you don't really notice it. Let's see if it'll fit in the stand though. Let's just pop it in here and give it a little seat. Yeah, it's straight down on the charger. Now, the only downside with these controllers is the backstand. If I pop that out, it will not now stand on that backstand. It just wants to fall backwards. I won't let it go because it will slam down on the desk. So that is a bit of a shame that you can't use your backstand. To enable the turbo mode I mentioned earlier, press and hold the T button and tap A for manual turbo, where you can tap A and fire continuously, or press it again for automatic turbo mode, and then press and hold T and press A again to cancel turbo mode. And to change the RGB mode, we want to hold the T button again, and then on the right controller, press the plus button to change the lighting mode, and we can see now it is doing a nice pulsing white. You can hold it again and press it again to cycle through those color modes, and that will slowly pulse through different colors. If we hold the T button and then go through with the right and left, it will adjust the brightness. Hopefully that's coming across okay on the camera. And it should be the same for the left Joy-Con here. We press and hold, and we press minus, and that will change our colors there. Press and hold, and press left and right to change our brightnesses. Once we've changed the light mode, pressing the turbo button and the plus, we can then change the color mode as well by pressing and holding the turbo button and pressing the little side buttons, so we can change it to red, orange, and if we want to adjust our vibration with our 4 vibration levels, we press and hold the T again, and we press down on the D-pad, and we'll have a little rumble to get a feel for what the setting is. That's rumble off, low, medium, and high, and even higher. We will also need to program our paddle buttons if we want to use them. So to do that, we press and hold the turbo button again, and the key on the back that we want to reprogram for 3 seconds, that we should hear a vibrate and feel it. There we go, there's our vibrate. Then we want to press the key that we want to assign it to, so let's say A, and then go back to the button you want to program, press that once again, and we'll get 2 vibrates. Once that's happened, that A button function will now be programmed to this button. And to erase our macro setting on these back paddle buttons if we don't want to use them, we press and hold the turbo button again, and the back paddle for 3 seconds, till we hear that vibrate, and then we just simply press that button once more, and that will erase that setting, and we'll get a double vibration again to know that that setting has changed. The S15 also has NFT functionality. Sadly, I don't have any of the NFT characters to hand, but it's pretty cool that that is an added addition also, so they're a full replacement for your smaller Joy-Cons. I've picked up a lot of games for the Switch over the years, having it since launch, picking it up on day of release with my dad. So it will be nice that I've got this controller now that fits my hand more snugly and suitably for my hand without cramp. But I'll actually use my Switch a lot more. So here we are in Mario Kart 8, and we are using the tilt controls. Let me just hold A so we go forwards. So the motion controls work fine. I'm just terrible at it. That's the only issue here. So all in, I'm impressed with the S15 from EasySMX. For me, the price point is just well worth it for these bigger controllers in your hands. And I'll actually use the Switch a lot more now that my hand is comfortable on these controllers and holding the Switch. That's a massive selling point for me, and that's good enough for the price. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below on the EasySMX S15 controller. I will leave all links in the description below as always for you guys to check out yourselves. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you like the content that I create and want to see more. Most of all, thank you for watching, and I'll see you peeps next time.